Hello everybody. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to write an email. So after making an account on Yahoo email, for example, and I start to compose an email. So as I've told you before in the last video, so I have here to include the address. So I have to make, for example, I want to send it to me here just to try something. So I'll choose something like that. Then for the subject, again and again, we have to be concise with our subject. So for example, it could be something like confirmation about a date or something like that. Then, as you see here, we have the area where we can make the email itself or write the email. But what is written here is my signature. So this signature, as I've told you in the last video, is made once, and it will appear automatically once you are making or writing an email. So how can I start the email? At the beginning, I have to know that greetings must be at the beginning of my email. And here we have three options. The first option is that if you don't know the name or the position of the person that you are talking to or sending an email to, for example, you want to apologize for a service, or you want to complain for something, or you want to ask for a service, asking from a bank, for example, or a company, but you don't know to whom you have to talk or to email. So it's good to start by saying to whom it may concern, and a comma and a space. This is a good start for an email that you don't know to whom you have to email. Now, the second option is that you just know the position of the recipient and you really need to contact that position, but actually you don't know his name. For example, you want to complain about the service, so you have to contact the manager of the IT in a bank. So simply you have to say, dear, for example, manager, and a comma and a space. This is when you don't know his name. The third option is that you really know the position and the name of that person, and you have no problem to contact him. So simply you will say, dear, for example, Mr. or Miss or Madam or whatever, Mr., for example, Smith, and a comma and a space. So this is regarding greetings. Again and again, we have three options. So if you don't know the position or the name of the receiver, the second option is that you know the position, but you don't know the name. And the last one is that you know the name and the position. So it's good to email him or to talk to him by saying his name. Now we will move to the body of the email itself and what is to be written. At the beginning, it's good to start our emails by saying some statements like, for example, I hope this email finds you well, for example, and a full stop. You have to notice here that by making the greetings, it is a must to have a comma by the end and a space. Okay, what I mean by space, that you have to consider that this is a paragraph and you have to have one space, one line space. Then you have to start writing the email itself. Okay, then as I've mentioned in previous classes or previous videos, I have to say the reason for why I'm writing this email. So you have to say something like, after having this statement, I hope this email finds you well, full stop, then space, then you have to say, I am emailing you, or I am writing you, for example. So I am emailing you to, you have to say the reason, to confirm or to apologize. I'll tell you some options. So to apologize or to inform you about something or to book something, to discuss something, to review, to ask for assistance, to show some results, to show you a report. So you have to say the reason why you are emailing this person. It is so important. You have to be very concise and to the point. You don't have to go around the idea. So in this email, for example, I am making a confirmation for a meeting. So simply I'll say I am emailing you to confirm the Tuesday, for example, Tuesday meeting that will be, for instance, at 5 p.m. at our company. This is just an example. I have to be very accurate, very concise. I have to mention every single detail. I don't have to let my receiver, the receiver of my email, to be doubt of something. So I've mentioned here the reason why I am writing an email. So I need to confirm a meeting, to confirm the date of the meeting. Then I have to remind him about the date. So I remind him about the day. And it's very good to say, for example, like this: Tuesday's meeting that will be, it's good, or it's better to say the date, okay? You have to mention it, like that Tuesday's meeting on, for example, 8th June. It is more accurate. Okay, on 8th June, that will be at 5 p.m. I've mentioned the time and the day and the date, and I have to mention the place as well. So I've mentioned every single detail that he needs to be done. So even if you find that the number of the words you've written is very little, but it's much better to be around the idea. So it's not necessary for your email to be with lots of details. So after saying the reason why you are emailing and you've mentioned the information for writing this one, you have to say or to mention if you have make some attachments. For example, I will attach with this email some reports in order to discuss reports regarding the, for example, the incomes or the outcomes. So if I attach these files, I have to mention this in a different line or in a specific line. So simply I will say, I will leave a space like this, and this statement must be said like alone. So I have to say it like kindly, for example, kindly. Okay. Kindly find attached the files. Okay, it's good to mention that. It means that I'd like to remind you that this email includes some attachments, and these attachments will be made from here, from this one. Okay, anyhow, so I've mentioned that we have attached files, and so now by the end, I have to remind him or to say that I'm looking forward to meeting him or something like that, something similar. It's not necessary to mention this statement, but it's good to mention it. So simply you can say, now this is a kind of closing the email. So I will say, for example, I am looking forward to meeting you soon. Then I have to end my email by saying, for example, yours faithfully. Sorry. Yours faithfully. Okay, for example, yours faithfully or yours sincerely, and then I have to list this space. So I have to leave just one space. So yours faithfully, then a space, then my signature will appear automatically. So by the end, I have the recipient of my email. The subject must be very concise. This is the greetings. This is a good statement to start by. I mean this, I hope this email finds you well. This is the reason why I am writing this email with all details. And this is if I have any attachment with this email. For example, as I've told you, I've attached some reports. And this is just to confirm that I am really looking forward to meeting you or to see you soon. And this is how to close our email. So by saying yours faithfully or yours sincerely, this is informal emails. And by the end, I have included my signature. That is all about writing emails. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.